everybody, and welcome back once again. Here we are. It's the 2022 season of Inside the Headset. I'm out at Rockville at the launch pad. Last year it was Chandler Tigert as the rookie coach in our region, and this year we have Coach Gutt. And let's learn a little bit about Coach Gutt. First of all, welcome to the show, Coach Gutt.
Thanks, Stark. Appreciate it.
Great to be here. Tell us a little bit about Coach Gutt. Where did you grow up, and then how did you get here to Rutherford County, and a little bit of how you got to Rockville. Maybe you coached over to one of the other schools. Just give us a little flavor and take it away.
Well, I grew up in West Tennessee. My dad coached high school football for 35 years.
Wow.
And then, so when I decided I was going to be a football coach, my first job was at Union City in West Tennessee, and then I had a love interest here in Middle Tennessee.
And where did you go to college?
I went to Ole Miss for 2 years, and then I finished up the last several years at UT Martin.
Okay, so you was at Martin.
Yeah.
A place we can't get there from here.
Right. And I'm not sure you want to.
All right, go ahead.
It's a good place. They took care of me. But I moved here, got a job at Laverne, met my wife at Laverne.
What year was that?
1998.
Okay, I just got here.
Yeah.
I know what football was like.
1998, it was Steve Carson and Will Hester and Rick Collins and Coach Tom Crawford, just a great
How
John
was
McCreary.
that coming, from West Tennessee, and then you break in? It was 5A football at the time.
Right, it was a big difference because in West Tennessee we're all 1A, 2A schools. I grew up in small football, and, so it was a big change. But
Speed.
yeah,
Game moved fast.
Athletics. How athletic they are. And,
Your first Riverdale game was great. You got to see Gary.
Fantastic. I'm sure they drilled us that first year I was there. But
So you was at Laverne.
But I was at Laverne, so spent 4 years there.
98, so that takes you up to about 2002.
Right. Don Thomas came in, and I left and went to Hendersonville with Coach Hatfield.
Yeah.
Had a great time there. One of my favorite guys in the world. Was only there for a year, and then had to stay here because I was driving back and forth. So I came back to Rutherford County, opened up Christian.
What was that like? And I've talked to Busby did a little bit. Coach Busby from Helena High School.
Right.
Drove north all the way through Birmingham, did it, but he did it for like 12, 13 years.
Yeah, we've actually got a coach that drives back and forth from to Cookville every day. I couldn't do it. I did it that 1 year, and that was enough. It was 55 minutes. In the mornings, it was great. You kind of get your thoughts together, but in the afternoon, man, after practice, it was brutal.
As the season went on, it started to
Yeah.
roll on you,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah.
I know how
and
that
I actually spent the night twice a week in the field house. So we met on Sundays, and we'd usually meet pretty late, and I just spend the night there and get up the next morning, shower, and go work. So.
I mean, and people don't realize that coaching football, once you finally get into the season, you're rolling over so much film and just looking for just a simple nugget. Maybe it's an offset match. They throw a kid in every once in a while. When they throw that kid in, we go to this set.
Right.
And you're looking for a mismatch, but go ahead.
Yeah, it was interesting, but I loved my time there. Came back, opened Christiana Middle, was the head coach there and I told the principal.
Middle school ball. How was that?
I told the
That was
principal
a change. That's a little slow
I
down.
told the principal I'd give him 2 years, and that was all I wanted, middle school ball. So David Watson called me. He was at Siegel. I went to Siegel. Was there for 15 years under David and Greg Wyatt, and then another guy.
Yeah.
And then I got the call from these guys and decided to come over here and work with Coach Rice for a couple of years. And then he decided to leave, and here I am.
What a great experience.
Yeah.
And you've been around, you've been a part of the county, you've been in and out, you know what the football's like and everything. Now that you're a head coach, Coach Rice, we will hear from him. I'm going to keep him on Wednesday night, so we will hear his voice on Wednesday night and find out what he's doing over.
One of my favorite people in the world.
Just a guy that coaches with a lot of heart. It comes all from the heart. Let's talk a little bit about your style of coaching. What's the fans to expect? They've already seen a little bit of the scrimmages and stuff, but light's going to flip on Friday night. We'll be here for your first two games. What can we expect Friday night as you get in the arena against the
Well,
just out of Rockville in general, your philosophy.
Well, we want to play fast. We want to play fast.
Okay.
And that fits our kids a little bit better. Last year we were bigger up front, and we didn't have a lot of receivers. our quarterback was limited a little bit. So we ran the ball a lot last year. We were slow and methodical. This year we're going to be a lot faster. Got a quarterback that's really smart, does a great job.
Absolutely.
And so, so we're going to be really up tempo.
And I think that's a good advantage step for you as you progress. That's the first change.
Yeah,
We're going fast instead of just running the play. We're gonna roll.
Yeah, we did it at Siegel, and I loved it. I loved it when we did it there. I mean, we were pretty successful with it. I mean, it just gives you a little bit of an advantage when you're not as experienced up front.
The only disadvantage is if you go 3 down and out and give the ball back. You've got to make it
That's
work.
Right. That's right. It's got to work.
Yep.
So, and I mean, we had some good players in Siegel too. But
how's it been for the first couple of scrimmages so far?
It's been good.
Okay,
it's been good. When we were at Forest the other night, I think we snapped the ball somewhere between 16 and 18 seconds, which is kind of where we want to be.
Yeah.
So, you know, if we can go fast and get first downs, then I'm happy. And we want to play fast on defense. We're playing a lot more. We're more athletic on defense than we have been.
Just make some simple moves.
All over.
Okay.
So we want to be fast.
52, 43, 4.25.
We're a 3-4.
3-4.
3-4, yeah. Which we were a 3-3 stack last year.
3-4. Will you go back to that 3-3 every once in a while?
I doubt it. I'm not a big fan.
Okay, so 3-4.
I doubt it. Now it might be a wrinkle or something that Coach Delk does.
3-4 with 5 backs.
Mm-hmm. Coach Delk runs our defense and does a phenomenal job.
So defense has changed. Offense is going up. What are we doing about special teams? And that's kind of been, last year, Coach Rice wanted to just get better at special teams. Focused a lot on that. Now, where have you taken that to?
We're not where we want to be on special teams yet, but we're getting close. Got a new special teams coordinator, Dakota Crane, who actually played for me at Siegel.
I know Dakota Crane, yeah.
He played for me at Siegel, and he's doing a great job, but he's getting his feet wet, and so we're not right where we want to be special team wise, but we're getting there.
And maybe it's because the players hadn't figured out that special teams is special.
It's
they
special.
have to buy in and know,
right.
Man, this is it. I've been waiting all week
That's
for
right.
this one play because it's a third of the ball game,
That's
is
right.
it not?
It is, and you got to be. It can get you beat in a heartbeat. So we're working real hard on that.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the guys on the field. You talked about the experienced quarterback. He's got a real opportunity. We wish him the best this season, this fall, as he goes through his 10 games. That he's guaranteed as long as we don't get hurt and everything.
Right.
But you talked about how smart he is. We saw his ability. He was just a sophomore. He'd grown up a lot. I haven't seen him, but I've been involved in high school sports enough. I've never talked to the kid. I can tell by the way he executes. He worked hard in the off season. He's done the right things.
Yep.
He's ready to go this Friday night.
He spends a lot of. He gets those guys out on their own. They spend a lot of time.
Good communicator already. You're telling me.
Oh yeah, he spends a lot of time extra working, throwing. He went to the Manning passing camp this summer, and
that was a David Wilkie
awesome.
Big thing.
Yeah.
Childs and Glenn McKnight and David and Dale Brown. They all practice. And every bit you kind of remember those days.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys were always
I coached
seen.
against all them dudes.
Those guys were always out on Sunday working out on that pass route, trying to get that. Because David could. He'd throw it through your chest if you didn't watch. He had 70-mile-an-hour flip to it. So that'll be the big thing. So, and he's ready to go. Talk a little bit about your run attack.
Well, we feel like we've got 2 or 3 guys that can, we've got a kind of a bruiser in Robbie Daniel, who is our experience coming back.
He is. He's
our guy, but he's also plays on defense. So
he'll have to get a few
going to be
reps.
kind of running back by committee a little bit. We got a guy named Casey Maget, who is a great little scat back. And he can bust one. And then we've been playing around with one of our cornerbacks at tailback, Jabari Frierson, who transferred from Columbia last year.
Okay.
He came to us last December, and he has the ability to go to the house. So, we're playing around with those 3 guys, and so we'll just see what works for us.
Let's talk about the young guys on that old side of the ball. Are there any guys that if they really work hard and they get their stuff together, they could possibly be really good football players? They're really going to have to work and get some experience this year.
On the O-line?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm starting 2 sophomores.
There you go.
One of them is a finisher. He's an O-line's dream. The other guy is this is only second year to play football.
So he's
a monster. He's got size 18 shoes, and as soon as he figures out what he's capable of doing, he'll be really good. He'll be special.
Game will be weird to him for a little while, and then eventually it's all of a sudden going to come to him. Those kids get dangerous when the game comes to them, and then they're really, really effective. Let's move to the defensive side of the ball. Let's talk about some of the veterans coming back, some of the guys that you expect to lead us on the field and to take care of
our defensive leader, without a doubt, is Jace McCormick. He's a 3-year starter at middle linebacker.
And he's going to run it.
He just gets us lined up. He's where he's supposed to be. He makes sure people are where they're supposed to be. So we feel fantastic about him. We're going to be a little younger, a little more inexperienced at will linebacker.
Okay. So those guys got some opportunity.
Right. So, we got Nolan Dunkley and Jake Sales, and then a guy that we expect is going to be really good eventually. He's a sophomore, is Angelos Brooks.
Okay.
So, I think the future is bright there. Our secondary, we felt like it's one of the best parts of our team. Jabari Frierson, DJ Thornton, who was a starter last year and held was the guy that was over at Oakland.
Oh, Isaiah Horton.
Yeah, held him to one catch. And then we've got a sophomore at free safety who is really special. He's already getting looks from Tennessee and people like that.
So he's got a little work to do.
Jalen
Morgan. But he's got some work to do.
He'll flash.
But has a chance, keeps his grades, stay healthy, see some college signing days.
Great kid, got good parents.
Good special teams. Let's talk a little bit about that.
I don't know what to tell you about special teams yet.
Okay. How's the kicker?
Our kicker is Evan Brazier, who was our kicker last year.
Well, you've got him.
Yes,
if we can get him the ball and get it down.
That's right.
But Ron Aylon said, there's three things got to happen there to snap the hold
and the kick. That's right.
And he died. I guess you remember that because I asked him in the interview. Smyrna played Blackman, went back and forth there for a little bit. Got into a situation in an overtime, chance to go for two in a pouring down rain or kick it tied against Phillip. He went for two, didn't get it, and I asked him, why didn't you? He said, three things got to happen.
Right.
Had a good tailback. I thought everybody was ready. They got to make that decision, but had they pushed, we win the game. It was one play.
Who was the quarterback then for him? You remember?
I don't think it was Dylan. I don't want to say.
I put Dylan Woodward saying.
I don't think it was Dylan.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back, but I remember that distinctively. He went over that with me in the show. It's one of those things,
Yeah.
Well, Coach, we're looking forward to coming out here Friday night.
We're excited.
We love it. We love coming out to Rockville. Steve Luker's been a long-time friend of mine, and I love coming out. And this is a special place.
It is a special place. I absolutely adore our kids. Our kids are fantastic.
And you've got a lot of them.
We got 90,
got a lot of
96.
kids. Tom, how many kids are in the school right now?
Oh,
It's
23,
over 25,
24.
23,
I don't
24?
know.
Yeah.
A bunch. We're busting the seams.
But they're good kids.
But they're good kids. I love our football team. I love our coaches. We get along so well, and we hang out together. And it's just,
and that was something
really,
you said. I want to let that in on it. Most coaches gather up on Sunday. I pinged you, said, hey, you're going to be over at the field house. You're like, different regime here. We meet somewhere else. We got other things going on. We're doing it a little bit different. And that's something I got to adjust to. And thank you for your time today. I appreciate it and everything. And the fans appreciate it. Rocket fans are special. They get rowdy on Friday. And everybody will know. You've got the band that's kind of, they're good and everything, and they make a loud noise, and they play well. And
they play for us.
Here,
they do a great job, yeah. We have a great relationship with the band.
Yeah, you're like, you're similar to, and I don't want to say it, but you're like another school that has a band, and they do a lot of things, and they're all kind of interseamed and lined together, and that's huge, man. You got a lot of momentum when that gets going on Friday night.
Yep,
that's 7 points.
Alex Sears is our band director, and he is
big shout out to Alex Sears.
Yeah, whatever you need, Coach, we'll do. It's just a great guy to work with.
Kids right here on Friday night at the launch pad. Stork Vision's going to be right here and up here. It'll be the Laverne Wolverines. They'll be coming from right around the Smyrna area and right up here. Friday night at 7 o'clock. Y'all be here.